Hello everybody. The other day I went to have a look at a town called Torgiano, which is a medieval town very near to Perugia. Torgiano is famous for its rich green olive oil and for its wine. And everywhere you look, you can see lots and lots of olive groves and vineyards where the grapes are grown to make the wine. We parked near this tower just outside the centre of the town. It's called the Torgiano and it's a really beautiful tower with a lovely shady avenue of trees leading down from it. There are a lot of really beautiful old medieval buildings in Torgiano, and I took lots of pictures, but if I go again, I think I would like to take a sketch pad and sit in the shade and do some drawing, because there are some very interesting buildings. As well as the old buildings, there are quite a few new apartments. And some of the old buildings have not been lived in for years. They're just completely deserted and nature is taking over. The town had lots and lots of trees and beautiful flowers. The streets were deserted because it was Sunday and also siesta time. But we could hear lots of families having a good laugh and a chatter over their Sunday lunches inside the apartments. When the Jumbles go visiting towns like this, we often play a game, which makes it much more fun. It also helps us to remember and to notice things that we wouldn't have noticed before. It's a bit like an I Spy game. Like one of us will say, okay, today let's see who can spot lots of different shapes of windows. And in old places like this, there are lots and lots of different shapes and kinds of windows. Just look. Or the object to spot might be a tap or a water fountain. But of course you don't get as many of those as you do of windows. So what we sometimes do is give points. So the things that are really, really common, like windows, every time you spot a different one, you get 1 point. But if you spot a water fountain or a tap, then maybe you get 5 points. There are so many things to spot, like doorways and towers, even chimney pots and letterboxes and decorative plaques on walls and lights. And it's really good fun to be somewhere close to a clock tower when it gets to the hour. We stayed by this one when it was getting near to 3 o'clock, because often, in addition to making a lot of noise, you get moving figures or moving parts. But this one didn't. So that was my trip to Torgiano. And I think I will come back in August, because in August they have their festival. And in addition to lots of food and entertainment, there are lots and lots of art exhibitions. I'd also like to go and have a look around the museums. There is a museum of wine and a museum of olive oil. So that would be really fun, but there just wasn't time today. So bye everyone from me, Georgie, and from Jumble House. I hope you've enjoyed my visit to Torgiano and that you'll come back later next week for a visit to another place in Umbria. It would be really nice if you could like our Facebook page and subscribe to our channel.